equations with fractions. First, you'll need to isolate the variable, which is our variable is c right now. So first, to solve this, this is our total, first of all. So to solve this, we need to basically find a number for c, which we would multiply to 5 over 8 to get 10. So to do that, first we have to get rid of the 3 over 4, and we'll have to cancel it out. To cancel it out, we would have to cancel out 3 over 4, which means we will have to subtract 3 over 4 from 3 over 4 to cancel it out. And what we do to this side we do to this side also. So we'll subtract 3 over 4 from 10. To do that, we'll have to do 10 over 1 minus 3 over 4. And we'll need to get the same common denominator, which would be 4. So we would just do that. And if you know how to subtract fractions, you would do 1 times 4. And 4 times 10 would be 40. 40 minus, when you from 40, now you would have to do the same thing for 3 over 4. So you would do 4 times 4, 4 times 1, and you'd get 4. And 1 times 3 is 3, so you would subtract 40 from 3. And you get 37 over 4. So we have 37 over 4, and this will be our equation now. It'll be 5 over 8 c, and that'll be equal to 37 over 4. Now we need to get rid of the 5 over 8, so we only have the c left, which would give us the answer. So to get rid of 5 over 8, also cancel it out, you would have to divide, because we are multiplying 5 over 8 times c. So when we divide 5 over 8 by 5 over 8, this cancels out. And we have to do the same thing to 37 over 4. So we would put 37 over 4 like this, and then divide that by 5 over 8. And so now if you know how to divide fractions, you would know that you would have to switch the symbols. So we will have to switch the symbols. So we do 37 over 4 times 8 over 5. And we can just simplify these two numbers from the starting. So we'll do 1 and 2. So when we multiply that, we will get 74. 74 over 5. Okay, so this is our answer, but it's not our final answer because it's still in improper fraction form. So we would do 74 divided by 5, and you would do 5 times 14. If we multiply that on this side, we would have 70, and then we would put the 70 under the 74, and we would have 4 left, and you can't really divide it more, so our answer will be 4 over 5. This will be our answer.
Okay, everyone. Alright, we're back to the check. So now we're going to do a check for the problem 5 over 8 times c plus 3 over 4 equals 10. So the answer to this problem was 14, 4 over 5, as you can see right here. So now we have to check and see if this answer is right. So to do that, our first step would be to change this into an improper fraction. And that's, like you can see right here, to change to an improper fraction. And that is because to even multiply, add, or anything, or do anything with a fraction, a mixed fraction, you have to first turn it into improper fraction. So you want to do that. And to do that, like you can see, you multiply the 5 times 14. That's why there's an x here. And then you add the 4 to the 14. So 5 times 14 would be 70. And 70 plus 4, as you can see right here, would be 74 over 5. So that'll be that number. So our next step here would be plugging in the number which is 74 over 5, as you can see right here. So we do that, you'll see plugging into the formula. So you want to plug it into formula, and that's basically the main step toward getting actually, checking it. So 5 over 8 times 14, 4 over 5, which is c, also 74 over 5. Now you may be like, why did I put 14, 4 over 5 here? That's because just so you know what I'm doing, I just put 14, 4 over 5. But originally it would be 74 over 5 because, like I said, you cannot multiply a mixed number with a improper fraction or just a regular fraction. So our next step is going to be multiplying 5 over 8 times 74 over 5. So right here we would do that, and when you multiply 5 over 8 times 74 over 5, you would get 37 over 4. So that's the product of 5 over 8 and 74 over 5. So once you've got that, you will want to add the rest. You will want to solve the problem, which will be adding 3 over 4 to 37 over 4. This is not 37 over 4, by the way. This is 370 over 40. It's just I don't know why it's not showing up, but this would be 370 over 40. So our next step is right here, as you can see. Now you would add 370 over 40. Now I had 37 over 40 over here before, because that's what it simplifies to. But originally it's 370 over 40. But you don't want to simplify it before. You want to keep the one without the simplification. So then you would do 300, like it says here, you would add 3/4 to 370 over 40. So it does that here, and to do that you would need to get a com LCD, which would be the least common denominator, which is 40 in this case. To find that, you would basically put the multiples of 4 and 40, and whenever you get a number that comes in both of the tables, you would use that as your LCD, which is your least common denominator, which would be 40 for this case. So 40 right here. So then you would do the same thing. You would, if you know how to add fractions, you would do 40 times, you would divide 40 by this denominator, which would be 1, and 1 times 370 would be 370. Then you would do the same for 3 over 4. So you would do 40 divided by 4, which would be 10, and then you would multiply the 10 by the 3, which would get you 30. When you add all this, you would get 400 over 40. And when you get 400 over 40, you simplify that because that's your final answer. You would get 10 over 1. When you have 10 over 1, that is 10. And that is our answer. So that shows that our answer is correct. So 14 over 5 does work, and that's our check. So that's it. That's it for the check. You basically would follow these steps to basically check your answer, at least for the multi-step equations with fractions. But yes, that's basically it. So you would just simplify it to improper fraction and follow the procedure, plug it in, and see if you get that answer. So you see how I got 10. I have 10 here also in the question. That means that it's correct. Alright, bye everyone. Bye everyone.